on Yelp. Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that. 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, first date, bro.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
You think so?
I think.
First from us, welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, Audible, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy.
Yeah.
How we living?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Question of the day. Let me ask you this. What do you think are the hardest parts about relationships? And I get it. It's going to probably be emotion and figuring people out. But I mean, after you get over all of that, like, would you say it's insecurities or making someone feel secure?
Insecurities. I feel like maybe those are in the beginning of a relationship.
Okay.
You don't move forward in your relationship if you don't feel like you're going to be secure or you can secure the other person. Maybe consistency falls off.
Okay. Damn. I think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Consistency fall. Yeah. Doing what you said you were going to do. Probably the hard thing, and that probably causes disruption. But I mean, what else? I could kind of speak on this. What is the hardest other hard parts?
About keeping things new. What about that?
I mean, keeping things new. Like, I mean, trust. Like you know, and I don't, trust the. Like, just trust that it's gonna, if nothing is wrong, then nothing is wrong. Don't find a problem to make it a problem. Because everything's, when people feel like everything's going good, that's a problem. Because a lot of times, maybe you're bringing somebody else's relationship into yours.
Okay.
And that may make the relationship harder. Just because another couple's not good, don't be. Hey, we fied. Don't let Becky gas you up. Don't let Stacy, like, man, you gonna put up with that? Don't let that happen. We are perfectly fine. How, our ship tight. Okay, no holes. Maintenance done. But let's get back onto this. Let's figure out, and I love doing this because I can find out right off the tip off.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Not much. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. Did you get yogurt yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm still working.
All right. Well, I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Nina.
Nina, what's going on?
Hey, Coy.
See? You see, that right there is what I like. That right there is what I like. That quick, hey, Coy.
Moving on.
All right. Anyways, Nina, let me ask you this. What is the hardest part about relationships?
I would say in like my previous relationship, the hardest part was pretty much communication.
Why?
Yeah.
And it's so prevalent and so high on the list. Why is communication? And I feel like that's, why is that? Or Coy said consistency. Like, why is it communication?
Ooh,
Damn, those are C's. The C's. Damn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would say for communication, I mean, I was with narcissistic psychopaths, and they were just so emotional that.
Man. You feel like men are more emotional than women right now?
Oh, yes. Oh my God, yes. Which is fine. Which I'm not saying is bad. It's just how you go about it, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Like, we can't ask you, like, oh, hey, can you take out the trash? And say you forget. And I'm like, oh, hey, can you take out the trash? And then they're like, oh my God, I forget, and go into a complete meltdown. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
But, men do have emotions, which they definitely should express. It's just, there is, and I've been with him, men who are just emotional manipulators, where honestly you just get to a point where you're like, oh my God, if he fucking cries one more time, I'm gonna lose it, or I don't want to have this conversation because, first of all, I don't have 3 hours of my day to waste. To just talk about a subject or a situation that can take like maybe 45 minutes to an hour. So that's where it makes it difficult, because you start cringing when, you're about to talk, or he talks, or you just want to ask a favor, but you have to prepare yourself because it might come with like some tears or whining but that's the reason why I say
I like that.
Communication. But consistency is a close one too.
Yeah, there's a lot of C's. I gotta write the communication, consistency, commitment.
I feel like communication consistency is way before commitment. So, because I do feel when people don't want to commit, they already told you in the beginning, but you were just thinking if you stayed that he would have been, he or she would want to be committed to you, versus you start off in a good relationship. There is a lot of communication, but then it's warped with emotional manipulation, and you're just like, I don't even want to have those conversations. And then there lacks the consistency, because what they were doing before, they really stopped doing. And there you go. Oh yeah. And then the resentment comes. That's why I say, even though, and I mean, hindsight 2020, I shouldn't have stopped. I won't say stop the communication. I shouldn't have prolonged conversations, because I just didn't have the patience at that point, or the time
right now.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, you do need to nip it. You have to have the conversations, and you can cut it off. You could set boundaries. You can do it all, but have a conversation. Do not have it, even though, you would rather listening to nails on a chalkboard. It gets that bad. Yeah.
I don't know. I always wonder, I know my heart, I know why some of my relationships were hard, but I just don't even know. I don't understand sometimes where it's like people will tell me all the hard in their relationship. And I'm like, okay, well, if it's that bad, why are you still there? And it's like, I get why you're still there, but if you guys aren't moving past it and building from it,
right?
I feel like the relationship will always be hard. Oh, you're beast.
Right. And when it's costing you, more, I would say, unnecessary time.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want to do is look up, and this is just probably within relationship wise. You look back and you're like, shit, we haven't done anything since 6 months ago. We're still in the same place. I feel like that's worse than, not being in a relationship. At least if you're not in a relationship, you could be like, shit, I've been so busy. I didn't do X, Y, and Z. Yeah. But you can be like, well, I didn't do X, Y, and Z because I was getting my life together. I was focusing on me. I was taking myself out. You have so many more, so many great things versus that one versus here you are and you're still miserable.
Yeah.
I would rather, I could be miserable on my own, because I definitely 100%. Remember how I was miserable in a relationship. And I'm just again, hindsight 2020,
Yeah.
telling the younger me, like, someone needs to yank her and, ship her off for 2 weeks out of the country and, play in the Amazon. That's how bad versus, being with that person. Climb a tree, play with them like you do something. Just, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you. That's it.
Thanks. Okay. Have a good day.
All right. Take it
Bye.
easy. Later. Damn. That's crazy. She went right off the bat. Communication.
C's.
I don't know. Yeah, I get it, but I don't know. You just, at some point you would hope to think that we could, like, the person you're with, you should want to over communicate with, I guess. In my opinion, I know that. Yeah, I mean, like, damn, like,
if it's necessary.
Yeah, it's like you said. Yeah,
they're on the same page regardless.
Yeah, but there's some times where it's like, nah, like.
You don't want to get to over communicating as in nagging either.
Yeah, not nagging, but like
you'll know each other.
You can tell when she's having a bad day, and you're like, "Hey, sit down. Here's your wine. I made dinner. Kids are tucked in. Go ahead and let it out. I'm not here to give you a solution. I'm just here to listen." And then she, and now she can just word vomit and like, all right, cool. But I feel like those will always be the hards in relationship. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go with another one. Baby, come in. She in it and I don't know why that song's stuck in my head. Sorry. Yeah, that was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That was crazy. Hello?
Please leave your message.
This girl. I know she's going to call back in a second. It's like,
she didn't want to tell us what's important.
Let me hit it one more time. Let's see, here we go. Do you think work can make relationships hard?
Yeah.
I know who's in the car. Wait for her to figure her life out and hit my guy. Damn. My favorites. I gotta clean up my favorites and make a new list on my favorites. So. I know damn well he better pick up this phone. Okay, I was about to say, I'm about to flip this whole table over. I'm about to be on my way. JR, how you doing, my friend?
Yo, what up?
Not much. I'm here.
What's up, man? I'm here too. What's going on, bro? How are you?
Where's my hand?
What do you say?
I can't reach the hang up. I can't reach the hang up button.
Damn. It's crazy.
You're stuck with us now.
Damn, it's crazy. It's a nasty world we live in. Anyways, JR, you know what? You're the great person to ask, and I wanted to ask you this because we had a bunch of women on, and we're having a bunch of women on. I forgot to schedule a guy, but for a man, like tell me what are the hard parts in the relationship that people need to understand that these are just the growing pains of being in a relationship? I think people get into a relationship and think everything is going to just be to the moon all the time.
No, it's not. Even if you guys have the most shit in common,
Yeah.
It's not going to always be through the moon because people feel different every day.
Damn, that is true. Damn, that's true.
You guys might not be on the same page every day. You know, you might be feeling on top of the world, and she might be feeling like shit.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, but the important thing is to actually recognize that it's not you guys, and you're not having a major issue in your relationship. It's just that, you know, it could be just that you guys just aren't feeling it that day.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I like that. I didn't think about that. It may have nothing to do with either, you know, it might have nothing to do with the other person. Just you're having an off day. Like, you know, Jordan got on the court. He had off days.
Yeah, he also had the flu. He had the flu and played through it, but, you know, doesn't discount the fact that he, you know, that he had the flu. He was sick. He wasn't feeling it 100%, but he still gave it his best.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. Damn, that's good. Shit. I didn't know why I didn't think about that.
Because some people just, I don't know. People just, there's people that, like, when they get in a relationship and, you know, they get in their first argument, second or third argument, and they think that their relationship is suddenly toxic or they need to move on or, you know, the feeling's gone. But sometimes it's just an off day, you know. You're allowed to have off days. It's not, you know, marriage isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Relationships aren't perfect. But, you know, as long as it's working for you, then it's perfect for you. It doesn't have to be perfect for everybody else.
I like that. That's crazy. I mean, you made 100% sense without. I didn't think you were going to make this much sense. Sorry.
Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I'm just saying. No, no. God, here we go. Motherfucker, Coy, do not
Coy. Get a stupid answer from you.
No, damn. Coy over here gaslighting the shit out this. Coy, relax, buddy.
He called you because he wanted this to be on the blooper reel.
Oh
but
my
you didn't deliver
gosh!
for him. So.
No, stop it. No, it was just like. You know, it's just like, you know, you often wonder, but it's like, damn, you know what? He's fucking right. Like people have off days that have nothing to do with anybody else. It's just an off day and just stick through it. And everybody like you said, the first fight, oh, you toxic. They're not toxic. They're expressing themselves. Damn.
Yeah, or they might just be taking it out on you, whatever they're going through. You got to get to the root of it, though. But if you're that person that is being hurtful to your partner just because you're having a bad day, you need to take accountability for that too, though.
That's a big word, my guy. That's a big word, my guy.
No, it's hard for.
That's a big word, my guy. That's a big word. Coy, can you spell that?
Starts with a C.
Oh my gosh! All right, man. I'm gonna let you get back to the drive, man. Hey, man, tap in. We dropped you a question, so hit me. Answer that.
All right.
Later, bro.
Damn, that was crazy. That was good. Let's try the. I can't believe it. Yeah, he knocked that one out the ballpark. All right, I'm done with her. I'm not playing these games. Let me see if you know who hasn't been on, but he fucking hit me up about some shit. Let's see if he picked this up. Hey, I got a question for you. And I really needed to call you because you can actually speak to this. And I wanted to have some guys on too. Here with Coy. Say what's up to my boy DB.
What's up, D?
What's going on with it?
Yeah.
All right, DB. The question is, and I want you to, you know, speak to men because they think everything is just going to be easy and relationships are always going to be perfect. What are the hardest parts about relationships that men don't foresee coming, that are things that you just automatically have to learn to grow with and build on?
It's complex, man.
I know it is. I know it is. But I mean, I think a lot of times men are getting into these relationships right now, and women. I don't want to single them out, but I think they just think it's gonna be like butterflies and to the moon. And once y'all have an argument, now you're toxic. And it's like,
I mean, the biggest thing, relationship. What is it? Mars and Venus, right? You know, you gotta take perspective. Women take way differently than men. So
100%.
If any meaningful long relationship, you gotta try to see the other side of things instead of just your side.
Damn. Why do we do that though? Why do we do that? Yeah, perspective. What? Yeah, I feel like a lot of men.
Honestly, I ain't choosing a woman's side, but men are simplistic, women are complex.
Right.
And so sometimes, they see things in a complex world. We see it real simple, right?
Right. 100%. But at that, men don't even. There's some men out there that don't even want to look at her side. Like, can you see my side of things? No, I don't. Yeah, like I've heard plenty of men like, damn dog, are you sure it's her?
I don't know how long it's gonna last for them. Or they ain't gonna have a happy relationship. I can tell you that much. You're not gonna get what you're wanting out of it.
Dog. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. Because now dog, every time I see you smiling, like dog, I know, bro. But like when I see you now, and I'm like, damn, you smiling, like, damn, this guy. Like, you ever see somebody that's like, damn, I know this motherfucker happy.
Yeah.
Like when I see him, like, damn, this motherfucker, like, damn, I know this motherfucker happy. Like, what is the secret?
Man, it's everybody's secret that's alive. If you're alive, you should be smiling. If not, you're doing it wrong.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Do you ever make problems bigger than they really are?
I mean, all of us do. We overthink it. Take something from nothing.
Yep.
As I get older, I try to simplify things, so everything's usually going to work out, whether it's the right way or wrong way. It's going to work out the way it's going to work out.
Yeah. Oh shit, I like that. That's a good answer. Damn. Hey, this is 2 for 2 for the guys.
Yeah.
I'll call everybody.
Let's go.
All right, man. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you a little bit, man. I'll see you this weekend, though.
All right, now, boys.
Later, bro.
All right, stay up.
Yep.
Damn. I mean,
that motherfucker is always happy.
It's one of those things where it's like, damn, like I met this guy, like, damn, he really is always happy, and that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. And what he says is right. Is like what kind of life is that if you're miserable or sad all the time? I get it. Some people's lives, all they bring is misery or whatever,
like it's a dark cloud. But like he said, he was like, just see her perspective. Take, not saying take her side, but just see her.
And he was saying girls are more complex when it comes to emotions and stuff. Yeah. It's up to the guy to see it.
Yeah.
But on her end, she's probably just wondering, like, why is it all so easy for you to not like overthink or overcomplicate things? It's like just built differently.
Yeah, but and that's just the nature.
They each have their sides of problems.
100%. And there's good and bad with everything. Mm-hmm. There's good and bad with everything. All right, let's try one more earlier thing. Yeah, but let me call and see if she is free.
Hello.
Hey, M, how are we doing?
Hanging in there. How about you?
I'm amazing. I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up to M.
What's up, Bam?
Hey, Koi. How's it going?
Good.
M, this is, you know what? I had 2 guys on. They actually said a lot of great things. And, I had my sister on, once again, nice woman in the world. She said great things.
My favorite.
Let me ask you this. What are the hardest parts in relationships that people will never see coming when they get into a relationship? So that way, the idea is what should they like in essence, like, hey, relax. It's not that serious. Y'all will get over this. Because a lot of times, like one of my, we had JR on, he said, man, y'all could have an argument, and all of a sudden now she's toxic. She's not toxic. She's just expressing herself, and you're taking it more than what it really needs to be taken for.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what are some of the hard things that, and I don't want to say hard things, what are the challenges that people need to look at and look forward to getting across because it's going to build a stronger bond with your significant other?
I mean, communication is the biggest thing. That's going to be an obstacle. And
hey, I'm not even going to lie to you. Are men under communicating?
I don't know if it's that they under communicate. I just think that and gosh, we've had this conversation so many times, men and women, right? Like we are emotional, you are logical.
Yeah.
And so my husband and I, we've gotten in the habit of like, if we have a confrontation, we will like repeat back what we think the other said. So he'll say something to me and I'll be like, okay, what I'm hearing.
I like that. I like that a lot. Go ahead. Sorry. Damn.
Yeah. So he'll say, X, Y, and Z. And I'll say, okay, well, what I'm hearing is this. And he'll be like, well, no.
Yeah.
You're holding on to this one particular sentence in this whole paragraph of things that I said. And then, and it really, like, that's a huge one, I think, is just say back exactly what you think they said. Even, you don't even have to say it like that. Yeah. But just come back with like, okay, so you need me to do this so they can verify. Because a lot of the time I think, and it happens all the time, I say, oh, this is how I'm feeling. And my husband hears something else.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't fix it. And I'm like, I told you this is what I need. And he's like, but I thought that this is what you needed.
I tried.
So don't take offense to somebody if they don't understand you. Like that's the biggest thing is if they come back with, well, this is what I'm hearing, don't get mad. Just fix it. Just no, that's not what I meant. This is what I mean, because we just understand things differently. Wow. We hear things differently, and like it never ends, right? I've been married for 2 years. My husband's been together for 3, and we still have the same conversations where I hear one thing and he's saying another, and vice versa. And
100%.
so, get used to doing it, get comfortable doing it, and don't take offense when your person doesn't understand you.
Yeah,
because we all communicate differently, especially men and women.
Yeah.
And then you throw in the different things that we've all been through. My husband and I both come from really toxic relationships. Yep. So we sometimes take things the way that it would have been meant from our exes.
Yep. Damn.
And you have to remind them, don't ever take offense because of people's past. And you have to recognize that there are scars that are going to be there and you have to work around them. It's not always your fault, but if you choose to be with somebody, it's your burden at that point, and you have to take it on.
Yeah, I like that. Damn.
And then I'd say the other one is the longer you're with someone, especially if you decide to have kids, is like never forgetting to appreciate. Like if you're feeling not appreciated, speak up about it. Again, communication, but never forget to appreciate your person and remember why you fell in love with them. Because like we're going through, we just had a baby. We're 8 months out now, and it's like reminding ourselves constantly, because we're never without the little one. Yeah. We don't have a babysitter. We don't have family here. So for us, it's, we have to kind of fall back in love sometimes because we get caught up in the day to day. And so, especially when you're newly dating somebody, appreciate it and always hold on to those little things, because they're what's going to hold you together in the long haul.
Damn. All right. God damn. I'm an inspirational day. All right, Ev. I appreciate you. I'm going to let you get back to the family. I always love talking to you. I always love our chat. So I will text you later.
Sounds good. Love you guys.
All right. Later. Dang. Okay. Everybody's kind of just like, everybody kept saying, remember why y'all are together, basically. Like, remember why y'all fall in love. Like,
should never forget.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, let's get up out of here. First, foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening, whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audio Boy. You downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1, shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Koi, my guy, we're out. Cheers.